Wrestling fans, this coming Sunday is TLC. And once TLC is here and gone, we gear up for the Royal Rumble. And automatically, everybody gets in gear, gets in motion for WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania season. We're on the road to WrestleMania, according to WWE's a catchphrase these days, which it's been for quite some time. And rumors are flying high about WrestleMania right now. And the biggest rumor, the biggest story surrounding WrestleMania right now is the Universal Championship. And who's going to be defending it? Who's going to be the challenger? What story is going to take place involving the Universal Championship at WrestleMania? And we're going to dive into that today. And we are going to talk about what rivalry should develop for WrestleMania 35 for the coveted WWE Universal Championship right here today on the podcast. First off, if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and become a subscriber today. It would be much appreciated if you do that. And if you are a subscriber, thank you very much. Go back and watch anything you missed so far on the channel. My Raw and SmackDown Live reviews, the preview and predictions of TLC, all the vlogs and on the roads that are on the channel right now. Go and check those out as well. Much appreciated. A lot of fun things that go on in those. So go and tune into that as well. A lot of fun and hard work goes into this channel for you fans out there. So go and tune into all that good stuff. And of course, this coming Sunday, Jason Funny will be on the channel for the review of TLC. And I'm trying to get David Awesome on here as well. And I'm going to have another on the road. So tune in for all that good content this coming Sunday, this weekend, right here on the channel. Tune in for that. But now, WrestleMania and the Universal Championship. As of right now, Brock Lesnar is the Universal Champion. More than likely, his next title defense will be at the Royal Rumble. Pretty much you can set that in stone that he will defend it at the Royal Rumble. Now, couple rumors that I saw that really just have a nosedive for Braun Strowman, the monster among men, according to WWE. And according to a lot of wrestling fans, he is the monster among losers because of how WWE has booked him. Losing to Brock Lesnar in the fashion that he did. Losing to Roman Reigns and The Shield because he turned heel when he really did not need to, amongst other things. Absolutely horrible how Braun Strowman has been booked. However, according to Dirty Sheets, he could be on a downfall. Vince McMahon wants Braun Strowman to become the Universal Champion at the Royal Rumble. Now, that sounds like great, grand, glorious, fantastic. praise Braun Strowman, right? Nah, forget it. Forget about that. Braun Strowman, according to that report, would only be, in Vince McMahon's eyes, a transitional champion because he wants him to only hold it to WrestleMania 35 and then drop it to Drew McIntyre. I know. The sound of that makes a lot of fans happy. Drew McIntyre, the new Universal Champion, WrestleMania 35, taking the title away from Braun Strowman or whoever's holding it at that time, whether it's Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, whoever, right? Makes some fans happy because a lot of people are very high on Drew McIntyre. Now, Triple H. Different story. Triple H looks at it as Brock Lesnar needs to hold the championship going into WrestleMania 35. Makes more sense. Let's be honest. It really does. Whether you're a fan of Brock Lesnar holding the Universal Championship or not, it does make more sense him holding it going into WrestleMania 35. And from there, he would drop it to burn it down, Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins would be the one to slay the beast and carry Monday Night Raw into the future. This is all according to Dirty Sheets. So, with those two rumors running rapid right now, few things that we can definitely point out in Braun Strowman's favor, or direction anyway. Number one, he is nothing more than a waste of talent in WWE's eyes because they look at him as a guy that cannot carry the ball. Whether he gets the Universal Championship or not. If this report is true, he cannot carry the ball. And honestly, whether this report is true or not, we already know that. Because if he could carry the ball, he would already be Universal Champion. More than once. Regardless if Roman Reigns was on TV or not. I mean, let's just be honest. Okay. Now, another rumor that I'm sure some of you already know by now. The Rock. Now, some of you know that The Rock was rumored to win the Royal Rumble and go on to face Roman Reigns in what would probably be a family affair rivalry, and that's how they would spin it on Monday Night Raw for the Universal Championship, in which Roman Reigns would defeat The Rock. The Rock would put over Roman Reigns, in which Roman Reigns would have gotten another crowning achievement at WrestleMania. That definitely is not happening now because Roman Reigns is not going to be at WrestleMania. So, what's the rumor? Since how Brock Lesnar is the Universal Champion. And I don't see that first rumor coming true with him dropping the title at the Royal Rumble. The Rock, rumored right now to win the Royal Rumble matchup, according to WrestleZone, and go on to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. Now, is this really the best idea? Some of you might say, absolutely. Fantastic idea. The Rock, Brock Lesnar, Universal Championship. Fantastic. Seeing The Rock back inside the squared circle again for the Universal title. Woo! Fantastic. Seeing the Great One laying a smackdown on Brock Lesnar. Probably becoming the Universal Champion. Now, I hate to burst everybody's bubble. And I know I'm not the only one out there that is going to say this. But look at that big red piece of garbage that is the Universal Championship. Some of you might not agree with that because of who has held it, like Brock Lesnar, like Goldberg, Finn Balor, even though he only held it a day, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns. So you might not agree with me saying that. In reality, that belt is a big red piece of garbage because it has really no prestige to it. And when you really look at the title, the majority of the time that it has been in existence, it has been off TV. Completely gone. And a part-timer holding on to it, no matter how famous, no matter how big of a superstar he is, in my estimation, right now, is doing nothing for it. So, in that sense, right now, The Rock versus Brock Lesnar is not the best rivalry for the championship. Because what will The Rock do for the title? Nothing. Not a whole lot. Fans might not criticize as much with The Rock holding a championship as they do Brock Lesnar because it's something fresher. But wouldn't it mean more to most of the fans out there if somebody like Seth Rollins held the title, got it on TV, was defending the championship like he had defended the IC strap and brought that title back to promise? And everybody started praising the Universal Championship just like they did the Intercontinental title. Now, if The Rock and Brock Lesnar faced each other and the championship was not on the line and there was no title on the line, then I might have a different tune about it. I might say, yeah, here's to you. Go. Have the matchup. I'm fine with it. But they are not doing that. If that follows through, the title will be on the line. Because let's just come back down to a reality here. do we really honestly think WWE is going to take the strap off of Brock Lesnar? I don't care what Dirty Sheets is reporting, at the Royal Rumble and give it to Braun Strowman? What warrants Braun Strowman a championship title run? If he shows up at TLC and he beats Baron Corbin in what? 30 seconds in a TLC matchup, and it's because he is too hurt to actually have a matchup? What warrants him getting a title shot and a title run? What? Nothing. Nothing. And you know why? Because WWE has buried him every time he has gotten a championship title shot. So, one of two things needs to happen. One of two things will probably happen. Either Brock Lesnar will defend the title against Seth Rollins, in which Dean Ambrose will become the IC champ at TLC, or The Rock will win the Royal Rumble and go on to challenge Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 35, in which we will get another two part-timers going face-to-face for the Universal Championship. And hopefully that will not backfire as much as it did the last time around, where fans just grew tired of Brock Lesnar holding the title. Because there's no question, The Rock would win. None. WWE would spin it where they would say, Brock Lesnar is the only person that The Rock has not beaten in the WWE. Just like they did The Undertaker. And what happened at SummerSlam 2015? The Undertaker beat Brock Lesnar, even if it was not a clean finish. The Rock would do it and win the Universal Championship. So, one of those two things will happen. But I'm getting out of here. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to do everything that I mentioned at the beginning. Until I see you again, catch you on the other side.